Well, the fight over redistricting in Kansas has come down to 7 House Republicans, that is, who have said no to a special session and early redistricting. Now, some Democrats are rallying voters to lobby those 7 to continue holding the line, even as Republican leadership is working to get the holdouts to change their minds. KAKE's Sydney Ferguson takes a look at the fight and the consequences it could have.
It doesn't look like much, but according to the Sedgwick County Democrats, right now, these 7 Republican representatives are all that stand in the way of the next step in the push to redistrict Kansas. While Republicans hold a supermajority in the Kansas legislature, it's only by a handful of votes. Just 5 holdouts in the Senate or the House will prevent leadership from forcing a special session. Political science professor Michael Smith says the names on the list don't surprise him, especially Representative Mark Schreiber, who he says is a moderate Republican.
They used to be the dominant faction, but today they're down to just a few left. But he's one of them, and he's been pretty consistent in his opposition to mid-decade redistricting.
Schreiber told us last week he wouldn't sign the petition because he thinks midterm redistricting is wrong. Sedgwick County Democrats say in their posts they want to support the holdouts for, quote, doing the right thing.
Back in the day, that was considered normal in Kansas politics. Some of the activists in the Kansas Democratic Party are ex-Republicans who would have a very sympathetic view of moderate Republicans willing to stand up to their party leaders.
Smith says the other representatives could be moderates as well, or just siding with their constituents.
There are some folks that just kind of buck that style of leadership. But again, it's risky these days because party leaders wield a lot of power.
Smith says particularly Representatives Troy Waymaster and Blake Carpenter could be at risk of losing their positions as chair of the House Budget Committee and Speaker Pro Tem or the number 2 leader in the House, respectively.
Speaker Hawkins and Majority Leader Masterson have both been very aggressive in the way that they have run their respective chambers. They have removed people from committees for not voting with certain leadership priorities.
Whether they're punished for their lack of support, Smith says, will come down to how badly state Republicans want to redistrict. There could also be blowback from the public.
If these Republicans are being praised by Democrats, will it make it even harder for them to win their primaries? Some people are just in it because of public service, and they're going to dig in and say, no, I'm sorry. I would rather risk being primaried than vote this way.
In Wichita, Sydney Ferguson, KAKE News on your side.